Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. This is the YouTube channel that will bring Chelsea fans the latest news of the club in our hearts. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Chelsea pondering signing defensive midfielder with £25 million release clause. Chelsea are on the hunt for a new defensive midfielder or two this summer, with the well-documented move for Moises Caicedo being the main headline maker over the last couple of months, but they have other targets in that area as well, and could need a replacement for Caicedo if they cannot land him, or even another midfielder who can play as a 6 as well as Caicedo, depending on other situations and circumstances. One potential target who has been newly linked with Chelsea this week is Leeds United's Tyler Adams, who has just been relegated with the club, of course. The Daily Mail have an update out on his future today and mention Chelsea as one of the clubs interested. They claim that Aston Villa are waiting on an answer from Leeds United midfielder Tyler Adams over his next move as Chelsea wait in the wings. The USA international has a relegation release clause of around £25 million. That might interest Chelsea as a bargain option. Enzo Fernandez sets ambitious Chelsea target and reveals new attitude under Mauricio Pochettino. The Argentina international only arrived at Stamford Bridge in January, in the middle of a disastrous season for the club which saw them finish 12th in the Premier League. Thomas Tuchel, Graham Potter and Frank Lampard all took charge of the Blues last season, but Pochettino is now pulling the strings and Fernandez says things are very different. The 22-year-old does not think that the woeful last campaign will stop Chelsea from returning to past glories and says they are aiming for the top once again, with a new, more aggressive attitude. Now we have a new head coach, you have to say the expectations of us have changed, Fernandez told BR Football. Obviously when I arrived, everything was difficult. There were lots of changes going on and everything happened so fast for me, but now the expectations have changed. We want to be an aggressive team, a team that attacks and defends well, that goes into every game to win it, whoever we're playing against, and look to dominate every game we're in, and obviously we want to try to win the Premier League. That's our goal for this year. As well as that, I think the Cups in England start in January, but the main aim this year is to win the Premier League. Kylian Mbappe makes final Chelsea transfer decision. Chelsea have been handed a major boost to their hopes of signing Kylian Mbappe this summer, but there's one issue. The 24-year-old forward faces an increasingly uncertain future in the French capital at the moment, with his contract at Paris Saint-Germain set to expire in 12 months. According to Spanish outlet Sport, Mbappe is willing to test himself at Stamford Bridge on the basis that he signs a one-year deal, granting him the freedom to explore his options at the end of next season. However, the report states that this does not suit the Blues, who would like to tie the France international down to a long-term contract, while Chelsea appear to be making promising progress on the personal terms front. They are still yet agree a fee with the Parisians. According to the Daily Record, the Blues are trying to negotiate a player plus cash deal to bring the Frenchman to West London. The report states that PSG have encouraged Chelsea to pursue a move for the forward after Todd Boehly held direct talks with the club president over a potential transfer. Earlier this month, Nasser Al-Khelaifi declared that Mbappe has 2 weeks to sign a new deal with the Parisians, otherwise he'll be sold. 4 weeks have passed and he still hasn't committed his long-term future to PSG, nor has he found a new club. During the Blues pre-season tour of the United States, Mauricio Pochettino was asked if he would like to reunite with Mbappe and Neymar at Chelsea. I think in our past, we were at Paris Saint-Germain and with Kylian, and think I need to be conscious that I cannot talk, said the Argentine. Everything you talk is too much noise. It is a situation that is very delicate and one they need to fix in Paris with Kylian. For our side, I have nothing to say. We are working on our reality. Our reality is different. From my side, nothing to say, only to support them. I hope they find a solution for both sides. It is a club that I love, because I was a player, a captain, and coach. With Kylian, we create a very good relationship. I hope they can find the best solution for both sides. Gallagher not leaving this summer. Reports have claimed that Chelsea will now be keeping hold of Conor Gallagher this summer. According to the Evening Standard, the Blues are set to hand London rivals West Ham United a major blow in their attempts to finally make a signing this summer. It had looked for some time like Chelsea were going to cash in on Gallagher this summer, with them receiving a very tempting bid from the east side of London. However, they look to run up West Ham even more, which is a reasonable tactic when taking into consideration just how much they recently made off the sale of Declan Rice. They perhaps requested an even higher fee due to the fact that plenty at the club will be more than happy with the 23-year-old staying. It has been widely reported that manager Mauricio Pochettino is one of his greatest admirers at Stamford Bridge, with members of his coaching staff following suit in their admiration. Many already believe that Chelsea should have thought twice before allowing the England international to leave. They have already seen numerous midfielders leave this summer. N'Golo Kante and Mateo Kovacic have secured lucrative moves to Saudi Arabia and Manchester City respectively, with both being starting players when fit for the past few seasons. With the departure of Ruben Loftus-Cheek too, they would be wise not to sell anymore before they make any meaningful additions. Their interest in Moises Caicedo has been public knowledge this summer, and the player has made it obvious that he wants the move to Stamford Bridge. However, negotiations have hit a wall between both parties over a fee to pay for the Ecuador international. Chelsea Chiefs now entering new talks to sign unbelievable player for Poch. Chelsea are entering fresh talks to sign Juventus striker Dusan Vlahovic this summer, according to reports, as Mauricio Pochettino looks to bolster his attacking options. The Serie A club have reportedly valued their forward at €90 million, £77 million, but are willing to negotiate on that price with a swap involving Romelu Lukaku. Juventus have placed a €90 million, £77 million price tag on Vlahovic, with the Serie A club also willing to accept €70 million, £60 million, plus €10 million, £8.5 million, in add-ons this summer, according to reports in Italy. Via Sport Witness, the complications in any deal taking place could come through Juventus negotiations for Chelsea's Lukaku. Reports in Italy suggest that the London club value the Belgian at €40 million, £34.5 million, making any swap deal difficult. Given Vlahovic's higher price tag, the Blues also want to stay between the €55 to €60 million mark for the Serbian. So with Chelsea not willing to match Juventus' reported price tag, there are plenty of negotiations to come if both clubs want to get a deal done for the two forwards this summer, according to Sky Italia. Though, Lukaku has agreed personal terms with Juventus, agreeing a 3-year deal with the club and the option for an extra year, so those new negotiations are coming. As translated by Sport Witness, new contacts are expected shortly, and Juve are waiting for a strong move from the Blues which will involve a large cash sum plus Lukaku. If Chelsea can get a deal done for Vlahovic, whilst also bidding farewell to Lukaku, then it would represent a solid piece of business. The Juventus striker may not have hit top form at his current club, but his record of 49 goals in 108 appearances for former club Fiorentina proves that he is capable of finding the back of the net on a consistent basis. When looking at Pochettino's newly assembled squad at Stamford Bridge, too, the one thing they lack is an out-and-out goalscorer. They may have welcomed both Christopher Nkunku and Nicholas Jackson this summer, but neither's main strength comes in the form of goals, especially the former, who may operate best behind whoever leads the line for the Blues next season. Vlahovic could add the cherry on top of a solid summer of arrivals at Chelsea. He may even bring an end to the London club's striker curse once and for all, ending a horrid run of forwards who forget how to find the back of the net as soon as they wear their famous colours. The Juventus forward has earned plenty of praise for his performances in the past. 2. With Tottenham Hotspur insider John Wenham telling Football Insider when the North London club were linked with a move, in any case, he's scoring every week. By all accounts, he's an unbelievable player. The fact that Vlahovic has been praised by Chelsea's rivals could leave the Blues extra delighted if they completed a move for the forward this summer, with plenty of negotiations still to come. However, it remains to be seen whether or not Chelsea and Juventus can reach an agreement, which would see Vlahovic and Lukaku swap clubs in one of the deals of the summer transfer window in Europe. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.